The following program has been paid for by Right Road Productions, Incorporated.
Welcome to TTYS, the teen voice in our thoughts.
Our opinions on the world and what we face today.
Tune in for other fun segments with our show, like teen travel, sports, video games, and app reviews.
Teen fashion, movie reviews, and teens that make a difference.
I'm Lexi.
Nico.
Justin.
And I'm Sydney.
Welcome to TTYS.
And I can feel inside of me that this season is mine. Whoa, whoa. Feels so good to be alive. The sun upon my face. This is my year.
Hello and welcome back to TTYS, the Teen Talk Show. We have a great show planned for you today.
That's right, we do. We're going to have an amazing performance by teen singer-songwriter Rachel Lucas.
We have another great recipe later in our show on the segment In the Kitchen with Jessica.
For our teen style segment, Eve and Teresa will be testing out hair curlers and hair products.
We're also going to be taking a trip to the Pet Adoption League to meet with all the adorable cats and dogs that are up for adoption.
We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
All of the hair and makeup on TTYS is done by the wonderful ladies at Philip Felicity. They're definitely a cut above the rest.
Hi, I'm Max, and this season you're gonna see my face all over. Sorry, Justin. You're gonna see my face all over the show, and it's gonna be hidden somewhere. And we're gonna have a contest for you guys to try to find it. And the winner's gonna get a pair of Beats headphones. Ooh. You guys can find out more info on the challenge at ttystv.com.
Welcome back to TTYS. Something we love to do on the show is talk about trending teen issues, and something that caught our eye lately is called the duct tape challenge, which isn't something I really know a lot about. Do one of you want to elaborate?
Yeah, it's whenever kids are wrapping themselves with duct tape all over their body and trying to escape, which is very dangerous.
It can be very dangerous, and it's spreading like crazy. More and more people are doing it because people are videoing themselves and uploading it to YouTube and different social medias.
And I think it started as like a YouTube challenge because that's what they do each week, is a different challenge, whether they're like duct taping themselves or like out standing on a bike. It's just something to like fun to create content, but then accidents do happen, which is really dangerous.
So that's what we want to do. We want to let our viewers know that this can be dangerous and you do need to, be careful.
Yeah.
People were wrapping themselves in duct tape just for fun, and then it ended up being so tight that there's been people who suffocated and got really hurt from this, whether they fell and hit their head, that happened too.
Yeah.
So
But I personally feel like that's something I do like with my friends, create a fun YouTube video and try it, but just do it in a safe manner. Do it with a trusted friend who's not gonna like leave you to suffocate. Just make it fun and be safe while you do it.
Yeah, and I think another issue with this is because like you said, it's spreading so fast with social media and everything, like people take it so fast and it becomes like out of proportion, you know what I mean? And people are just taking it too far and not really thinking about the consequences, which is something that, like you said, any of us could do, but it's just important to make sure we're thinking things through before we do it.
Yeah, like one of my friends was saying that how fun it was, and I stepped back and thought, how could you think that this would be fun? You're just restricting everything. And it's kind of like a hostage situation. I don't know how it could be fun.
I hate, like being trapped and confined to stuff. I would just like personally because of like my fear of like being trapped. Like
I don't think I would find it very fun to wrap myself in duct tape.
I don't think it's fun when people are like dangerously like wrapping their ribs, but the ones that are just like simply like putting your hands together in 60 seconds to get out, like that's the fun way to do it.
Make sure it's not as tight, and like especially when somebody else is doing it to you, sometimes they can't know if it's too tight on you. That's why you have to make sure you're communicating.
But there are some challenges that stand for a good cause, and those are great.
Like a couple, like it was like last summer, 2 summers ago, like the ice bucket challenge for ALS awareness. That one was
and that's
super
so great.
cool.
Getting to nominate your friends, getting like everyone in the country
and
was
it's
involved.
Safe. It's just fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So there's some really great challenges out there, but we need to make sure that they stay safe.
Yeah, we want everyone to have fun with these kind of things, but we want to make sure that you're doing it in a way that doesn't harm you or anyone else.
Well, guys, I think that wraps up our conversation with the hot teen topics. And everyone at home, please feel free to write in and tell us what you want to hear us talk about.
Stick around for more fun on TTYS.
Hey guys, I'm Eve.
And I'm Teresa, and you're watching Teen Style.
On today's segment, we will be showing you 4 different ways of many how to curl your hair.
The first way we're going to show you is using a mirror curl. This is a really popular new product now, so we definitely wanted to show you what it's like. We're also going to show you how to use a waver.
These are leave-in foam curlers, and this, I'm sure you all know what it is. It's a curling wand.
All right, Eve, let's get started. So we're going to use the mirror curl first.
I have always wanted to try one of these, but I've been somewhat scared because I don't know if I trusted it enough to try it because it actually sucks your hair up inside.
Well, yeah, the good thing about it is that it has a built-in feature. So if you start putting your hair into it and it gets caught, it is going to stop sucking your hair in, it's going to beep, and it's not going to do anything until you let go and pull your hair out. So that's like a built-in safety feature it has.
That's really nice. Now, it looks like it has a lot of settings.
Yeah, there's 3 different things you can change the setting of on here. There's heat, which it goes up to 450, and there's 3 different settings there. There's how long you want it to be held in your hair. So it says 0, 8, 10, and 12. So if you put it on 0, it'll beep when it gets to 15 seconds, and it'll do a high-pitched beep when it gets to 30 seconds. And you can also choose which way you want the curls to go. You can have it on alternate, right, or left.
That sounds really awesome. Let's try it.
All right, so you want to get no more than a 1-inch piece of hair. Otherwise, you're at risk of it getting stuck. And then you just put the hair in, clamp it down, and it'll suck it up. You wait for it to be done beeping. When you hear the 3 beeps, you release and let the curl down. You can brush it out.
Oh my gosh. I didn't actually expect this to work that well.
So
and it's not hot at all. Like, this doesn't get hot.
No, yeah, it
so
doesn't get too hot, so it's pretty safe that way. So it's pretty cool. I like it. If you want big curls, it's not the best for that because the core in the middle is kind of small, but it works really well.
Yeah. And we want to let you know that before we did all this, we have secured our hair with heat protectant.
Yeah, because you don't want to burn your hair because this is at 450 degrees right now and this is at 400. So when you're dealing with such high heats, you can really easily damage your hair.
And the damages can cause the ends to break, and then you just have like a mess on your hands and you need to get a haircut. Yeah. And then so are we trying this one next?
Yes, so this is a beach waver. There are different settings on this and it goes up to 400 degrees. So, you ready?
Yeah, let's just do my hair in all different hairstyles.
Oh yeah.
When I do this by myself, I normally hold it in one clamp position for about 4 seconds, and then you just move it down to the next, going from top to bottom.
So when it comes out, you have these cute beach waves, and then you can finish that off with a salt spray to make it really look beachy.
Oh. So, these, I know they are supposed to be left in overnight, but
we're gonna cheat that today. So we have some water and a hair dryer to kind of simulate the sleeping in overnight. So you would just get a piece of hair.
These come in 2 sizes, a large and a small size, so whichever type of curl you're really looking for, these will create obviously larger curls than the smaller ones.
So when you get it, you're just gonna wrap the hair around. Oh wait, we have to spray it with water first. You wrap the hair around it. And then you twist
foam curler to leave it in place. So we're gonna get a hair dryer and we're going to simulate overnight.
This obviously isn't the most conventional way to do this, but we're gonna go for it.
Very well, but we'll see. So here's the curl.
Oh,
Actually, it worked pretty well.
And that was like
And if
10
you left,
seconds.
yeah,
with a
if you left
hairdryer.
it on overnight, it would probably work really well. So I'd say it's not a bad method. If you don't really want a lot of heat on your hair and you don't want to damage it, you just want something that's quick and easy to do overnight, then these leave-in foam rollers are definitely a good idea.
And finally, we have this wand hair curler. And what you basically do is you'll just take the wand and you'll take a section of hair, like your desired width of it, I guess, and you'll just wrap it whichever section or way you decide, and you let it down and it will curl. This is on sale.
And the nice thing about a wand versus one with a clamp is that it's not gonna have that line at the end where you run out of hair. So it's definitely a more conventional way to curl your hair.
We hope you enjoyed our 4 methods of curling hair, and if you want to see more of these, please visit us at ttystv.com.
See you
See you later.
Hi, I'm Amber.
I'm Christina.
And I'm Miles.
Hi, you're watching Pet Corner here on TTYS.
Welcome to Pet Corner on TTYS. We're here at Pet Adoption League.
It doesn't matter where you live, shelters near your home need help too.
We want to welcome back Joe, the director of the Pet Adoption League.
So, how can kids and teens help volunteer?
Lots of ways you can volunteer. Our shelter runs on volunteers. You can always come to the shelter, you can pet a dog, you can play with a dog, you can take them for a walk. You can come over to the cat house and hold a cat, play with them, just give them some love, some attention. They get tired of just sitting here. If you can't come to the shelter, you can collect donations. We always need garbage bags, blankets, bleach, dishwashing soap, things like that that we need at the shelter every day. You can run a fundraiser where you gather money and donate it to help pay some vet bills, and you can always come to the shelter and do office work if that's what you're interested in. You can plant flowers, clean up outside, do some maintenance, things like that.
Thank you so much. Now we are on to our favorite part of the segment. We will introduce the Pet of the Week.
We're here with 3 of the most adorable kittens. They're 1 month old and will be up for adoption in 1 month.
For more ways to know how to donate, go to ttystv.com to find a link.
For more information on the pets, visit petadoptionleague.org.
Thank you so much for watching our Pet Corner on TTYS. See you next week.
Hi, I'm Jessica, and you're watching In the Kitchen with Jessica. Hi, I'm Jessica, and welcome to In the Kitchen with Jessica. In today's time, there are a lot of people who either have an intolerance for gluten or choose not to eat it for personal health reasons, so I'm so excited to have today's guest, Lexi.
Hello, Jessica. Thanks so much for having me. I can't wait to get started and to see what you have planned for me today.
Well, you don't eat gluten, so can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's hard to find a quick snack, so that's really what I'm looking for in today's cooking lesson, is to be able to grab something on the go and be able to prepare something in the kitchen that's fast and healthy and gluten-free. So being gluten-free is definitely a challenge, but it's fun to learn new recipes.
Great, well today I have a recipe that everybody can enjoy without the guilt of eating as much as they want. So today we're gonna make kale chips.
Oh, awesome, wow.
So our ingredients today are super simple. So we have our kale, and ours is pre-washed, but if yours isn't, make sure to wash it thoroughly and let it dry completely. And then we're using extra virgin olive oil and salt. And then to tie everything together, we have a big bowl and an aluminum foil covered baking sheet.
Great, that sounds awesome. It's nice and easy.
Yeah.
So I have a couple fun facts for you about kale.
Great.
Not only is kale really high in fiber, but there's a lot of vitamin A and vitamin C. So it's really good for your liver. There's a lot of antioxidants in there too for you.
Nice.
So this is an amazing fact. Per calorie, kale has more calcium than milk.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that unbelievable?
That's crazy.
So I'm really excited to see how this is done.
All right, let's jump in. So our first step is to preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which we already did.
Okay.
So next, we're gonna take our kale and just pour it into the bowl.
All right, am I doing this?
Yes, just
All
go
right.
for it.
Nice and green.
So after that, we're gonna drizzle our olive oil on, but we have to make sure not to put too much or else it'll get too
Okay,
soggy.
so a little bit of olive oil.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Sprinkle it on there.
And after that, we just wanna mix it all together.
Okay. How's it looking?
It's looking really good.
Okay, good.
So then after that, we're just gonna add a little bit of salt to give it some flavor.
All right, let's get our salt.
And after that's done, all we have to do is just put it on the tray.
All right. Wow, so you were right, this is really simple.
Yeah, it's super simple. And we want to make sure that the leaves aren't overlapping.
Okay, we'll spread it out.
Yeah.
It looks so healthy. I can't believe that we're actually making chips.
I know. This is looking really great. So now what we're gonna do is just put it in the oven for 10 minutes.
Wow, sounds easy.
We're gonna take a quick break to hear from our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll show you the final product.
Do you suffer from digestive issues? If so, you're not alone. It's a topic that most people are very uncomfortable talking about, but unfortunately most people battle on a daily basis. And it's estimated that even up to 95% of Americans may have a condition called leaky gut syndrome. And what's even worse is that this is not a topic that your doctor is going to be talking to you about when you go in for a visit, right, Meredith?
It's true. Leaky gut is not a situation you want to be dealing with, but unfortunately it's very common. What it is it is a state wherein your intestinal lining isn't functioning properly. So all of the foods that you're consuming are literally, the food particles, the bacteria, the toxins are literally leaking out of your intestinal lining, creating systemic inflammation all over your body at the cellular level, and it's connected to a lot of other health conditions as well. So we have intestinal challenges to begin with because of the toxicity of our environment. And a lot of the foods that we're eating are very toxic. They really have a negative impact on our gut, and it creates this situation called leaky gut, and which is connected to so many other health conditions and can really be the root source of what's causing your overall health challenges.
Exactly, and pesticides are a big cause of this problem, aren't they?
They're very much connected to leaky gut, as well as genetically modified foods and a lot of the other toxins in our environment. So here at Revelation Health, we love to get to the root source of what's causing your gut challenges because they're connected to your overall health challenges as well. So if you come in, we'll give you a free evaluation. We'll really talk to you and help you customize a plan to improve your gut health. So check out our website, give us a call, come visit us at the store, and we'll talk to you soon.
Welcome back. Lexi and I just took the kale chips out of the oven.
They look great. So other than salt, what else can we use as toppings?
You can use a lot of different things. Some people like to put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on them right after they come out of the oven. Or you can use cayenne pepper, or some people even use lemon pepper.
Sounds awesome. So are we gonna sprinkle some?
Let's do it. This looks so good.
It does. It even smells good.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting that with kale. All right, can we try it?
Yes, let's do it.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Mmm.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm. Definitely the cheese made it.
Yeah.
So you can find this recipe on our website at ttystv.com.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
I'm Kara and this is Rachel Lucas, and today she's going to sing for us, but that's a little later. We're going to take a minute to get to know her. Okay, so Rachel, you sing, write, play guitar, you kind of do it all. How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing it since I was about 8 years old. So I started guitar when I was in about 3rd grade, and that was when I started writing. That's all I wanted to do. And I don't know how it started, but it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah. What kind of things do you write about in your songs?
I write about things that have happened to me, mostly. If it's something, like I was bullied a lot as a kid, that was something I wrote about a lot. Even still, if I remember something, I'll write about it. I write about people, if good or bad. So experiences, places I've been, that sort of thing.
And what kind of inspirations do you have otherwise?
I draw inspiration a lot from other songwriters in the business. So Taylor Swift was a really big person that I looked up to for a really long time and still do. And it was sort of the inspirations I had were the people in my life or the people closest to me.
Do you have any goals for the future?
The goal is to be able to do this forever. That's what I want to do. And if I get to do that for my life, that would be an amazing thing.
Yeah. So what song are you going to sing today?
I'm going to be singing Break My Heart, which is a pretty new one that I wrote.
Yeah. What's it about?
It's about somebody who you really want to get to know better, but you know they're pretty much a bad idea. But you still do it because you think that you might be able to fix them or change them, but you know it'll just hurt you in the end.
We're going to take a quick break. After we come back, we'll get to hear Rachel sing her new song, Break My Heart.
All of the hair and makeup on TTYS is done by the wonderful ladies at Philip Pelusi. They're definitely a cut above the rest.
Welcome back. Here's Rachel Lucas singing Break My Heart.
You were like the wind breaking through the din, and though I never knew, still I wanted you. I've never been one for tears, 'cause tears can make it dark. I've been one to just close off, 'cause crying is an art. But I cried tears over you, so you better do your part. You got too close and you got too far, and I just fell apart. 'Cause I'm not safe, and you're not sane. This love is in vain, 'cause you will break my heart. I got too attached to you, and boy, I know that now. I shouldn't place all my hopes and maybes in some house. But it's about time I paid the price, 'cause I am empty now. Get too close to me, my love, and I will bring you down. 'Cause I'm not safe, and you're not sane. This this love is in vain, 'cause you will break my heart. Oh, oh, we are nothing but a dream gone to underworld, and I've been seeing it for quite some time. We are nothing but a dream gone to underworld, and you never really were mine. 'Cause I'm not safe, and you're just vain. We're both insane, and I will not love you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you had a great time. We'll see you next week, and we'll talk to you soon.
Another day is dawning, a new song on the air. A brand new hope is forming, adventure take me.
I cannot wait to get started. I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
So you have a gluten-free diet. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I am gluten-free, and I actually have an allergy, so it's difficult to grab a snack on the go. Normal people with diet, oh god.
What just happened?
My mic slid down. I'm like a hot second. Hey, can you hold on to this?
Yeah, I got you.
That really scared me. I was like,
Oh no.
Hi everyone, I'm Kara and this is Rachel Lucas, and I don't know what I'm going to say next. I'm so sorry I messed that up.
I have to go. My mom says I have to go
I'm
right
on
now.
court outside, I have to go.
Stuff spread sticks in first. I have to leave right now. My mom says I have to go right now.
You're right.
We hope you had a great time watching you. Continuing the roll. We hope you had a great time with us today. We're looking forward to next week, and we.
I'm continuing to roll.
I'm continuing to roll. Okay. We hope you had so much fun with us today, like we did with you. That was bad.
No, I like that. It was cute.
We hope you had a great time with us today. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week. And we'll talk to you soon.
If we may. We don't fist bump. That was weird.
Okay.
The previous program has been paid for by Right Road Productions, Incorporated.